Hello and welcome back to the Retail Week Buzz Hackathon in association with Yext. We are absolutely delighted to be here with our head judge, Nick Lansley.
Hello.
So we're about an hour into the hackathon.
Yes.
Nick's met his judges now.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit about what the judges are going to be looking for as we progress through the hackathon?
Yes, there's three main areas that they're looking for. Part of the idea of a hackathon is to kind of move through several phases, going from the creation of the idea to the final hack. So what the judges are looking at is not just the final production, the final implementation, but they're looking for the ideas that were formed and how they did it. They're looking for how the team worked together, how the work was kind of flowed amongst the members of the team. Obviously how they work through the night when that time comes. And so essentially it's about a great idea, and even if somehow it doesn't quite work out in the final hack, at least some of these teams can be marked higher because they had such a great idea, and if the team worked really well, they can be marked well there. But if they can have a great idea, perform really well, and have a great hack at the end, well then that's the mark of a winning team.
So when the countdown sort of started today, you had a chance to wander amongst the teams and just say hellos. What was your initial impressions of the teams we've got here?
I actually think it's a really nice mix of teams. So we've got not only the retailers but companies that support the retailers with technologies as well. So it's almost the kind of digital supply chain is represented amongst the hacking teams, and I think that between them they could produce amazing experiences for customers. Bearing in mind what this hackathon theme is about, which is driving customers into store, which is really about location-based services, they're in a great position to create great experiences for customers through the technology they already have, or because of the retail base that they actually have. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some great innovation in that space. So as a customer, I would look forward to coming into this store because I have all the information I need to do a great shop, or whatever the hack is as an example.
So we are thrilled. You've actually been our head judge for the last 3 years, if that's correct. So how do you think this year is going to differ from previous years that you've been judge?
I just think that the bar keeps getting set higher and higher. The Retail Week is a great brand anyway, but what it does is it creates kudos, and to actually win a Retail Week hackathon is a real element of kudos. I mean, it makes it not only to the news media, but it's the big internal story of the day and inside any company that achieves that, and it's great amongst their peer group as well, of course. And we've just seen the quality of the work going up and up all through the hackathons that we've had, and I can already see there's some great hardware being installed, there's beacons going on, the latest mobile technologies are being implemented. There really is a buzz exclamation mark going on here. So I get a feeling, I'm just looking back at them now, they're just hard working, getting those ideas together. I just think the bar is going to we're going to be blown away by the high quality of the products they produce.
Fantastic. So at the moment our hackers are looking quite fresh-faced, they're all very enthusiastic.
They are.
Is that going to carry on? What are the top tips for them as they kind of, night draws in and they get tired?
I think, first of all, part of the challenge is being inspired by your surroundings, and my goodness, didn't Retail Week choose some great surroundings? So we're surrounded by Canary Wharf and the City of London, and that'll light up beautifully at night and be a real inspiration. The second one is working with great friends amongst your co-workers, and I think there's a lot of good buzz and chat going on amongst the workers, and just to keep each other awake and happy about what's going on, that's key. And if you're going to produce high quality stuff, it means staying awake and putting the hours in, doing the work to make that happen. So I just think that this year is going to be one of those years where there isn't anybody sleeping. So I place a bet that nobody falls asleep this particular night.
We're going to have footage in about 5 hours.
We realise that. I may eat my words, but I noticed that the number of sleepers were down last year compared to the previous because there was that high bar of work. So I wonder if there'll be any this year.
There we go, we've got that on record now, so we'll see what happens later.
Yes, thank you for that,
Fantastic. Well, so we're about an hour away from the next judging session,
we are.
So we'll look forward to that.
Yes.
For everybody who's watching, do remember to keep on tweeting, so we've got the hashtag RW Hackathon, so there's lots of activity going on there. You can see some pictures, see how things are progressing. Keep on checking in with us, and we'll be back later on. Thanks for joining us.